Because I have more than one level of disease, you can't do, a person that has more than one level of disease is eligible.
Norman Watts, I'm not the patient.
Mike Patterson, thing.
Clint was kind of telling me about some things that are going on with you, and that was explaining that you primarily have the mechanical back pain, I guess.
Well, I mean, my legs hurt. Mm-hmm. My legs give out. Mm-hmm. Feel like I did 100 squats, you know.
Yeah.
And this leg's been shrinking up on me, this calf, my right calf. Yeah. I was just showing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tell you, and you're heading overseas to do a 3.
Well, my dad was mistaken, but the reason I set an appointment with you is he ran into one of your patients that obviously now we know had 3-level fusion in his neck. You told my dad he had a 3-level disc replacement.
I asked him twice. He said I have a disc replacement, not fusions.
People, no matter how you try to explain to them, don't really have a good idea of what's going on.
Right.
If you are set on going overseas to do this, you need to know that is, I did the FDA trials for this device. Right. But presumably you're doing the Charité or the
I'm doing the new M6L lumbar.
Okay. Disc replacement surgery is contraindicated in multi-level disease, and there's a reason for it. It's also contraindicated in people who have fascicular arthrosis, which you have.
Well, my bone scan was negative.
The bone scan doesn't have anything to do with that. You have arthritis within the facet joints of the lumbar spine. That's another specific.
And that's never going to go.
That's another specific contraindication to it.
So I really shouldn't.
Lastly, you're 41. Okay. Any mechanical device anywhere in the world, whether it's in people or machines, fails eventually. And it strictly boils down to how many cycles that mechanical device has to go through and what the load is. Your load's not small, and at 41 years of age, you've got millions of cycles left of lumbar motion. One of those things is going to fail. Now, if you do it in the neck, not a big deal. If a disc replacement fails in the neck, it's easy to go back in through the front of the neck. Well, not easy, but it technically can be done.
Yeah, the surgery wasn't.
Okay, technically can be done, but here in lumbar spine, your vena cava, your vena cava is right in front of the spine, which is different from the neck. It's not an artery, it's a vein. If it were an artery, that'd make it a lot easier, but it's not. It's a vein.
I saw it on the video.
The vein is got a wall to it that's about like cellophane. When scarring's around an artery's got a big, thick muscular wall, so you can move it pretty easily. Around those veins, you don't see where the scar stops and the vein starts. You can die.
Oh no, they almost kill the guy.
Listen, you can quickly die from a vein injury. And if you got to take one of those things out that's been operated on before, it's a life-threatening operation, and you will have to have that operation if you have a disc replacement. You'll have to have it fixed. I would beg you not to go overseas. And this is not to save you for me to do a case on you or something like that. I'm going to tell a man who's my same age not to do that.
Well, what about you do pain pumps and
those are things. Listen, there are all sorts of things you can do to try to get this under control. It doesn't involve surgery.
I mean, I tell you, I'm living from one doctor's visit to the next. You know, I have this hope, but it runs out, and it's kind of hard to wake up every day feeling like hell. And I mean, my health was good otherwise, and I really did whatever I wanted, you know, for this. I mean, I know I had some predisposed stuff, but
listen to me, you're going to, okay? You're going to get back to your life before. But it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part as well as put some time into this, okay? I'm going to get you set up with a comprehensive rehabilitation program, okay? That may or may not involve interventional spine treatments like injections or stimulants or things like that. Okay, it may or may not involve that, okay? But really what I want you to do is get into a comprehensive head-to-toe rehab program. I'm going to have a fellow named Trussell, who is a physiatrist who does nothing but spine, supervise that for you. I think to jump into surgery for your problem is something, I mean, I'm a surgeon. I stand to gain by recommending surgery for you, right?
Right.
Wrong. Because I feel bad.
Well, financially.
I feel bad about it. Okay?
Well,
and I've had people walking around town that weren't doing very well. Your goal is going to be to get to an excellent body weight for your height, and it's going to be to rehab your spine. And this is not going to be something that ruins your life. You go do that, it's going to ruin your life. Ruin your life. Okay? Those guys over in Germany want that paycheck, and then they want to send you back over here. And then when you schedule, you try to see them again, you ain't going to ever see them again. All right? And if one of those things fails, it's going to kill you. So don't go do that, okay? If you wish for me to, I'll be happy to set up a comprehensive rehab program for you, which is what
well, this is a problem I have, Doctor, and I mean, I have all this disease in my spine, and I'm only working part-time right now. And I know money isn't really your main concern, it's getting people well, but money is an issue for me. And I spent $82,000 for this surgery.
For what surgery?
This neck surgery, okay? And it's arm surgery for
$82,000?
$82,000, that's what Dr. Watson.
Well, they said it was 42 or 43, but then when they got the bill, they doubled it.
So that came out of my settlement for this car accident. My lawyer made $182,000.
Good Lord!
So I have not much. I got like a third of what was there, and every time I go to the doctor, Blue Cross doesn't pay anything. So I mean, all this stuff you're talking about is great. I got the $2,500 deductible to pay my deductible, but I cannot go on and go on and go on because I will be broke, paying on the street. I don't have Social Security disability. My doctor, my pain management doctor seeing me right now will not fill out my residual capacity form, not because I don't deserve it, but because they're afraid, I guess, it's going to come back on this fusion that I had where, you know, the fusion that I had, man, you know, it's fused, but it didn't do a lot to decompress my spinal cord in my neck. I mean, did you look at my films just now?
I was touching on your back. When I heard you're heading overseas, I wanted to get that message across to you.
You need to look at my neck. But my neck don't look like, like the Germans, they were going to do a 3-level disc replacement in my neck. But now they won't. Now they won't even talk about it. Because I had to have, like I told him, I had to have this fusion here. Because if I don't want to...
My recommendations are going to be for you to see this fella. Now, I will no charge you today, okay? I just wanted to, you're my last...
I can afford to...
I understand that, but I want to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
I know surgery. Go talk to Dr. Trussell about this. He can set up a program that you can do at home. Okay?
Well, I do exercise.
Yeah, but this can be specific, okay? Right. And he can minimize the number of office visits, okay? That's all he does is
find trying to help. Okay.
I appreciate you coming in. I don't want you to go overseas and get ruined.
Okay.
Got it? Hang on just a minute, guys.